Tower Defense Simulator has been out for well over 3 years, but in just a few years, it changed from this to this. But how did we get here? Today I'll be going over the entire history of Roblox Tower Defense Simulator. Tower Defense Simulator has been out since the 15th of June, 2019. But if we want to cover the entire history of Roblox TDS, then we'll have to go back to the pre-beta era. This is the time when the creator of TDS started development of the game due to a school project. Below also thought this guy named John Roblox was cool and decided to add him to the game. But on June 15th, the game was publicly released and was an instant success among players. But then on June 24th, the Sword Fights on the Heist event was officially added to the game. The developers also thought, hey, why don't we have a new event tower to this game? And so the Gladiator was introduced into the game. This update also picked the game, making it have its highest player count yet. Oh yeah, you could get the cowboy by triumphing Badlands or End of the Line. The next day, the Molten Boss was added. Leaderboards were also added into this update as a way to add some competitiveness into the game. Remember this event? Let's do it again but with the Commando. Oh yeah, also, this was just added. But then on October 13th, the biggest update yet happened. And of course, I'm talking about the Mega Update. This update single-handedly changed the game. It basically reworked the game and the community loved it. Oh yeah, they also added golden skins which allow you to buff your towers permanently. Tired of using the same OP towers over and over again? Well, look no further, as a bunch of tower buffs and nerfs happened, changing the game forever. Oh yeah, and the Area 51 event is now officially removed from the game. But only a few days later, a new event was added to the game. And of course, I'm talking about the Halloween 2019 event. Oh yeah, the event tower for this event is the Shredder. But on November 8th, the Halloween event ended, making the Halloween skin crate and tower unobtainable. Tired of doing the same thing in every TDS game? Well, allow me to introduce you to the Hidden Wit, a secret challenge available when players beat the game in under 17 minutes. But on December 8th, the game received a bunch of changes, including the addition of Platinum Crates. A feature similar to Golden Crates, but unlike just buying it from the shop, you gain it from beating 5 different maps on all difficulties. This update was favored received from the community due to the fact that it made more things in the game to go for. But then on December 24th, the Christmas event along with the Frost Blasters were added into the game. Oh yeah, and also a new lobby and trailer were just added into the game. So now the game is much cooler, I guess? Oh yeah, remember this event? Yeah, it's gone. But then on February 14th, the new Valentine crates was just added into the game, which included over 6 new Valentine skins. But on March 4th, the Templar boss was added into the game, and the community was surprised on how overpowered it was. It's also Easter, so you know what that means. More repetitive. More fun events, and a new Swarmer tower earned from beating it. It's April 6th and we're now in the Spring 2020 event. This event added over 10 new skins and 2 event maps. Also, unlike other events, you could actually get a real avatar accessory for beating an event. It's May 19th and Fluid Wastelands was just added into the game, but the amalgamation is too overpowered and the community is not happy. So its healing and regeneration was reduced the next day. Wait, it's already May. I guess we should remove the Spring 2020 event now. It's now the 4th of July and the firework mode has just been added back. We're now in the hardcore beta era and the first TDS live event has just happened. Along with that, a bunch of towers got reworked and a lot of maps were removed. Oh, and hardcore has just been added into the game, but it has a lot of bugs, so we should come back to it later instead. And say hello to the Halloween 2020 event, an event which we will be haunted from for 7 months. Along with this event, there's also a new lobby theme which we will never forget. And that's true because for the next 7 months, we will hear this theme non-stop. A few months later, we got a new April Fool's update and limited time imposter enemy. Basically, you have to kill this enemy in under 60 seconds and you get a badge for it. It's the first update in forever and they just added the Frost Invasion update. Oh, and they also added 2 new event towers for the Halloween 2020 event and the Frost Invasion event. These are the Toxic Gunner and Sledger. Fast forward a few months later and the game is going up in flames. Game-breaking glitches are being found left and right, and people are abusing them to their limit. Some bugs I'm referring to are the Toxic Gunner 50% slow bug, military-based lag glitch, cache elevator exploit, and golden reroll exploit. These bugs single-handedly exploited the game to its absolute limit. Some matches with the military-based lag glitch were lagging so hard it looked like the enemies weren't even moving. But of course, all these bugs got patched when the developers found out about them. Fast forward another few months later and the Frost Invasion update is finally ending and the Solar Eclipse event is finally beginning. It was all worth the wait because the update was one of the best ones to date. It had 4 nights with 4 different bosses and different wave structures. Enemies were fresh and unique and the community just overall enjoyed it. Oh yeah, also there's a battle pass for the event and a tower called the Executioner. But I mean the event tower is nothing special now, right? Wrong. On release, players found a game-breaking bug where you could basically kill the Void Reaver in seconds. But a day later it got patched due to how severe it was. Then all the way in February, the Valentine's 2022 event begins, and it's an instant success, spiking the game to over 40,000 players. The next update is an update which completely reworked the game massively. And of course, I'm talking about the entity system update. But despite being one of the largest updates to date, it literally got no player traction. Anyways, the next event is the Doom's Revenge event, which oddly has a hardcore tower instead of an event tower. Like previous events, this event had a season pass called Hunting Season, which lasted all the way to March. The next update is a bit odd, but it's the April Fool's 2022 update, which made all enemies and towers have random sound effects and animations. Pluto Essence 2 is an update that completely changed TDS forever by adding special maps back into the game. So instead of doing following for the 5th time today, you can instead do something unique by doing these special maps. The next update is the end of the summer season battle pass. Like the previous Valentine's update, it was an instant success in the TDS community, getting a lot of positive reviews from lots of people. The Wanted Dead update is an update that finally added Badlands back to the spotlight, but most importantly, it reworked the cowboy so now it's actually good. Introducing the new Philips TDS update, which added a new way to get currency for events and also 8 new skins to flex your friends about. It's not Halloween 2022 and the Pizza Party update has finally been released. A FNAF based game that's actually kinda cool, but only due to this. I'm cheating, this update is actually really cool overall. It's Christmas season and the Violent update is finally here. We got a new event battle pass, a new currency, and a new event tower, but some stuff was also removed. But on February 4th, the new maps update was finally released, giving players more of an incentive to play. At this point, Roblox Tower Fitness Simulator is completely on top of the Roblox platform, having well over 2 billion visits and averaging tens of thousands of people playing each day. And that is the entire history of Roblox Tower Fitness Simulator. Starting from a simple Roblox game made for a school project, to a fun and unique game with so many players just loving the game overall. But speaking of the entire history of TDS, if this video gets 250 likes, then I might just do a video going over the history of TDS glitches. But for now, I'll see you later.